following training is sponsored by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello. I do hope you've had as much fun watching the videos on the book Crucial Conversations as I did making them. This, just as a reminder, is the book. It is available at the Niagara Library System, and you can see right on the screen the citation for it, and you can certainly use your library card to request it through your local public library, or as always, I have the link in the description for the Niagara Library System. We're actually going to move to a slightly different topic for now. Interestingly enough, I was led here from a random email in my inbox. Digital and media literacy as well as digital equity are topics on everyone's priority list now, and they have been for quite some time. Our public libraries have been working diligently to serve our communities in new and unique ways, and I have found an absolute treasure trove of information from my colleagues from not only across New York State, but across the United States. And you can see here I took some photos from an image search to show people in libraries, and there we are still being used to a great extent. Getting an interesting and fun way to talk to kids or young adults about advertising is a great way to introduce them to digital literacy. A lot of young adults now are very savvy. They're actually, I would say, a bit cynical about advertising. Or at least that's been my experience when I've talked to people. It seems like everything is advertising. People seem to know immediately what to look at and what not to look at, what to listen for and what not to listen for. In my email, the subject line was, and you can see it here on the screen, the perfect kid-friendly introduction to advertising. And that caught my eye, and so then this image appeared from Kids Can Press. It has, here it is, Mad for Ads. That is the name of the book, and the advertising here says it's amusing and engaging behind-the-scenes looks at advertising to help kids decode the ads that surround them and make smart decisions. So not just a blanket ignore everything, but to help make smart decisions. So this is the website then. When you click on the link in the email, it brings you right over to the book from Kids Can Press. And you can see they've got a nice summary here. It's an amusing and engaging behind the scenes look at advertising and its influence. So for children. So I was very interested in actually finding out more about this. Just to scroll here through the page, they talk about actually purchasing it, of course, through Amazon, and the educational resource information. So it does have the reading level of 830. That's about a high school level. They have other keywords and then other recommendations. Well, I went to our catalog for Niagara, and I also went to the catalog for the New York Public Library because everyone in New York State can get an NYPL library card. And I did not find this particular book, Mad for Ads, in either of the collections. But I'm going to flip over to the search results. I did a search right here for, you can see at the top there, children in advertising, or not and. I put children advertising without the and in between. And there were 24 results. Rolling through here, I found this little guy here. Let's think about the power of advertising. Okay, so I clicked on it. This is the result from the Niagara Library System that pops up, and it talks about the power of advertising. It gives you the table of contents here, so you can see that. Let me scroll. We do have, one library does have it. That is the Wilson Community Library. So hey, hi Wilson, you've got the book. They've got actually the entire record when you roll through. If you're looking for other books that are similar or other books by this publisher, there's actually a whole series of Let's Think About. So it's not just advertising, but they've got here animal rights, sustainable energy, the internet and social media, and then the power of advertising, which is what we're looking at. They also have right in the record, just as we scroll down here on the computer, different read-alikes for similar titles, similar authors, and even similar series to the Let's Think About. They've got any reviews that may have been written. So currently there's no reviews on it. It does also, again, give you the Lexile measure, which gives you a general idea of the reading level, and they call this, I said before, forgive me, I said 830 was like high school level. I guess here, this Lexile measure, it says it's 860, and this is considered an accelerated reader for middle grades, anywhere from 4th to 8th grade. So 4th to 8th grade is the reading level for the Mad About Ads book as well. So these two are actually comparable as far as reading level, which is very nice. So the summary for Let's Think About the Power of Advertising says right here, this book helps children to develop critical thinking and debating skills that examines the topic of advertising in a lively and accessible way. Information is presented to help readers deliberate, debate, and decide for themselves, and the book looks at the power of advertising, how it works, the pros and cons, because there are definitely pros to advertising. When we think about advertising, we usually think of it as kind of being a little messy, maybe intrusive, not something we want to see, but there are lots of things out there we would never know about if they weren't really advertised or marketed. Library programs, for one. So, we've got to think about the positive aspects. The impact of consumerism and how advertising then affects our daily lives. It has a short about the author here on Elizabeth Romm, and more books actually by Elizabeth Romm, so other things that she has written, some professional reviews, and other reviews, again, the reading levels, and more books. Other books also down here at the bottom, just again, scrolling through this particular record. Now, not every record in Niagara, not every record looks like this, but when they do, you can see they have a wealth of amazing information right there for you. So I wish they all did, but some of the older records, they're all a little bit different. So, just look around for that. But one of the other things, other than the Let's Think About the Power of Advertising, that I thought was interesting was this particular book. It says, Made You Look. And when I simply mouse over this on the computer screen, it gives me the whole title, Made You Look, How Advertising Works and Why You Should Know. This is by Sherry Graydon. It gives you right in here a summary of it and a check availability. So I'm going to click right here on check availability. When I click check availability, here it is. It's the Made You Look. Here's the whole thing. And again, whoops. Shout out to Wilson. You're the library that has it. Here it is. Anybody in the system can request these books. Just because Wilson is one library in the system that has it, our system, if you have any library card from Niagara County, Orleans County, or Genesee County, you can still go in and request the book if you like. And again, they have the read-alikes, different story elements, the Lexile measure. Now this one is, the Lexile is considered 1140, and that is considered more of a high school reader. So grades 9 through 12. What awards it's won, its summary, anything that's more by the author is listed there, and so on. I thought these records were great. Like I said, I wish they all were like this, but these are newer records in our catalog. And the newer the record, the more information we can attach to it, which is really good. It's great. I think this would be a wonderful way to introduce students to digital media literacy, social media literacy, and really thinking about what they're seeing. If you have any ideas for other topics, as always, please let me know. Email me, drop me a comment, whatever you'd like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye now.